Hey everyone, it's Kim's Tectonic here. We're going to be working on a Craftsman weed whacker today. I don't know if you've ever had a weed whacker, been running it, runs great, but then the whip just quits turning. So we're going to go ahead and get started on that. Yeah, well, I already started tearing this down in advance, so I'll give you a little follow-up though. I ended up taking this. Here's what you got in the front, and then this part had the clutch on it, which went on there. You got a big washer and then a small washer, and this just threaded on there like so. So when you take it off, you have this part on here too, which gets mounted in there with a screw that stays inside of here. It's what is it, a number 3 Allen? Number 3? Yeah, number 3 Allen metric. So you got a small washer here on the outside, and then you got this part here, which I said is a small screw that threads it on. Now in order to get this off, it don't just spin off like that. So I took all this off. And you got a T20 to take your shaft off. T20 takes the shaft off, this part here. Then you got three of these screws here for that. And it's a T20. All right, in order to get this off, in the back here, when you take this back part off, which is another 3 screws that I'm not seeing where they went to now, but anyways, there was 3 of them. I didn't lose one. Probably did. All right, I had to stick a screwdriver. First off, I tried sticking it in here and holding the flywheel, which has some air fins on it, and that's not the way to do it. Just stick it in here, so when you're cranking it, you can stick it in here, and this is your piston arm. So when you're cranking this, it'll get into a spot where it'll stop. So when you got this facing around and you keep turning it, then this part will stop, and then you can take a pair of, I took a pair of, oh Jesus, pair of these channel locks, just put it around it, and it's counterclockwise, comes off. And so there you have all the parts I took off. Obviously, I believe it's this clutch here that goes bad. Not exactly sure how it works, but I went ahead and ordered a new one. And the new one comes with the clutch, 2 of the new washers, and a new one of these, which has the set screw in it. So we'll go ahead and throw that on. Put the big washer on first. And your writing should be right up front. Then you got your little tiny washer. We'll go ahead and tighten that. Like I said, in order to tighten that, you got to stick your screwdriver in here on the crankshaft where the piston is. Spin it around. Let's go ahead and spin that around till it stops. Right there. Put that in that position. Go ahead and give that a tighten. That's probably good. I'm going to go ahead and slip this thing on. Don't forget your little washer. And tighten this on. That's the number 3. Well, the old one was a number 3. Let's make sure this one is. ahead and tighten that down. It might be bigger than a 3 because I think that's slipping. Maybe it's not metric. And it feels like it is a number 3. So we'll get that tightened. Then we should have to just be able to put this all back together. Which for starters, this should just go right in here and hopefully fall into place. So you gotta make sure you get this little clip for the pull cord in the right spot. You give the cord a little pull. That should take care of, get it lined up. So now we'll go ahead and put them 3 screws back in. Usually 2 on the top. And 1 on the bottom. And I'll go around and snug these up after I get it together. Now I don't know if you can see, but then you got this back part that goes on. And you got 2 machine screws that cover the inside of the crankshaft here. We'll go ahead and clean that out. I'll probably spray a little bit of lube in there because that's your crankshaft. Alright, I recommend putting a little 2-cycle oil in here before you put the cover back on. And as you can see, there's a O-ring around here that keeps it sealed. We'll clean that up. We'll stick it back on there. Make sure it gets a good seal. Alright. And that just goes on there. Like so. And slap that back in place. And stick 2 machine screws down here by the crankshaft hole. This one here is a T20, but if you don't have a thin shaft, you probably won't be able to. If you got a short bit, it's probably going to have a hard time getting it in there to get it out. I had to find something with a slimmer shaft. Alright, so now I got that on there. And so that's about all there is to changing one. Hopefully that was the issue. Like I said, when it was running, motor ran great, but the weed whacker, the whip would just sit there still. It wouldn't take no pressure. When you go to whack something or something, it would just stop. You could grab a hold of it while you gave it the throttle. So hopefully that solved the problem. So we're going to go ahead and try to see if I can get it running. Alright, well, finally got it running. You have to look back in one of my past videos though on these carburetors. It sat for quite a while before I ordered the part. But yeah, it's working good now. And I had to replace this fuel line here that's green, it was dry rotted from sitting. I'm not sure where the old one is. Here it is. But and you can see it gets kind of brittle and hard, and it broke right off. So I went ahead and replaced it with the closest size I had. All it is the return line. So when you prime it, it just puts fuel back into the right back in. It primes it out into this black one, and it primes it right back in the green one. So I replaced that, and I put a little RTV around it because it wasn't a real tight fit going in the tank. So when that dries, it should work good. And I went ahead and removed this sticker that was coming off because I couldn't get it to go back on there good. It just shows you that what's choke and all that. Half choke, full choke, no choke. So I just put step 1, 2, and 3 because that would be full choke, and then that's run. But it runs good now. And I already tried doing some weed whacking, and the clutch seems to be working good. And if you're all not aware that some of these models, ain't particularly this one, but some of these have a place where you can, picked up some fish line. I got a place where you can grease these heads. I don't see where you can on this one, but it don't hurt when you pull the thing off when you're weed whacking, is to put some grease up in there, which is the cable that goes from the motor all the way down to here. So hey, if you like that, give me a thumbs up. Hopefully that was helpful for you. And that was only about a $10 part, I think. And I got it through Amazon. So all you have to do is look up Craftsman clutch, and if you look at your old one, you can pretty much get the exact one. All right, have a great day, man. Hope that was helpful. Hey, don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps my channel a lot. Y'all have a good one. Bye.